What's up? What's up? This your boy JG back with another video on music tips and reviews with JG. Been under the weather, been sick, but I'm back at it, getting back into it. Appreciate y'all for y'all continued support. I see people still watching my videos, keeping your boy in the rotation, so I appreciate it. The word out, Chris Brown is really he's really frustrated because his album didn't really sell as he wanted it to. I think it sold about 70,000 the first week. I think it came out on June 24th, and then this past Friday the deluxe album. I believe a lot of the songs on the deluxe album should have been on the album, especially the one with Anderson .Paak. I love In the City. I love that. That's one of my favorite on the deluxe album. So there was a lot of good songs up there. There was a lot of anticipation for this album. I wouldn't say this is one of my favorite Chris Brown albums, but I thought it was very creative. A lot of the songs. But I think the disadvantage, the con of this album, one of the cons of this album is that a lot of songs sound the same. The tempo, it's a lot of songs that people are just used to, typical Chris Brown vibe songs. There's a lot of hip hop elements to this album, but do y'all think that the Breezy album was actually a flop? But that's the question that I have. Was it actually a flop? Because today's time is more based on streaming. It's not based on going to the record stores, record sales. It was more about streaming. So of course the record sales is going to be lower now. The streaming sales is going to be lower because it's just a new day and time. It's different platforms these days. So that goes for all the artists. In the day's time, it's kind of harder to sell records, and so you should completely understand Chris Brown's frustration, because he does have a lot of supportive fans. Like I said, a lot of momentum. Him versus Usher, him versus even Michael Jackson. People comparing him to that. So there's a lot of anticipation, for this album, Breezy. But overall, it was a good album. But I think even some older albums like Fortune, I think that was a very underrated album. That was one of my favorite albums. Fame was a good album as well. X was that was very underrated. So I think he shouldn't. I think today's time, recording artists shouldn't just look at record sales, but see, the fan base, because, once they do singles and all that stuff, they're going to get those sales. So, I understand his frustration because, he's done so many songs, like over 250 songs for, the Breezy album, over that amount for Indigo and Heartbreak, that album as well. And so, as an artist, it's frustrating, but he should know that he still has a lot of fans out there, and I'm one of them. I'm still a huge Chris Brown fan. I think he's very talented, very creative, and I think he's the closest to Michael Jackson these days, as far as as an entertainer. Of course, Usher as well. But Chris Brown, he just has that full package as far as his artistry. He can draw, play basketball, all that stuff. So I think he shouldn't get frustrated a lot, but I understand his frustration. And that's the question, was the Breezy album actually a flop? And I believe no, it wasn't a flop. I think he might have felt shadow banned because he owns a lot of his masters, and He owns his masters to his songs, and a lot of record labels don't like that. That the artist is really smart and intelligent about their music business decisions, and a lot of people think that his album was shadow banned, but it's a lot to that. Let me know in the comment section what you thought. Was the Breezy album a flop? Did you like the deluxe songs? Cause I like the deluxe songs. I thought a lot of those songs were even, honestly better than the songs on the album. It had more variety on the deluxe album. So let me know in the comment section. Continue to keep your boy in prayer. Still under the weather, but I'm gonna keep going, keep pushing for y'all, and continue to do this content. Support. You can support me. Cash App $JGillsVA. So appreciate y'all for listening to this episode. All right, this has been another video from your boy JG. All right, peace.